TC and Chasing Status, thanks very much for talking to us. Did you enjoy your sets tonight, and what do you think of Superveillance and the Club Digital?
Right, three questions in one. One, I enjoyed my set tonight very much. My personal first time in Newcastle, great sound system, nice promoters, busy club, simple to mix there. Is that all the answers? I've enjoyed myself, had a good set, Newcastle's banging, and it's a lively club.
Succinct, yeah, and to the point.
I haven't played it, but I played it before.
Yeah.
And it's one of the best clubs in the UK.
Excellent.
It's got a Function 1 sound system, I think, and it's fat, really fat.
It's cool, man.
Good stuff.
He played it blindly, so
thank you very much.
Smashed it.
I enjoyed it as well, it was good. That leads on actually, how does tonight compare to other nights you've played around the country, especially London?
Well, every city has fantastic nights.
You know what, I've got to say, the people in the north give it a little bit larger than the people in the south, I've got to say. Because, I don't know, the people in the south are kind of looking at each other a little bit, which is cool, and you know, there's a vibe there. But the people in the north go off. But the clubs in the south have kind of got it a little bit,
yeah.
Like, the way, it's kind of
this
like
is probably the best club up north.
Yeah, it's really cool up here.
That's good to hear.
This and Sankey's in the warehouse.
Edit that one out.
This and Sankey's in the warehouse in Manchester probably are my favourite places to play up north.
Excellent.
Always enjoy myself. Although I've only been here once, but I'm sure I'll enjoy myself another time.
Cool. This can go to either or both of you. Have you got any favourite venues or locations to play? Anywhere that's really stood out in the past?
Womb in Tokyo.
Yeah?
Yeah, Womb's a wicked venue.
What was it about that kind of made it memorable?
Just kind of being in Japan.
The vibe, it's very different to here. They're very, very, very humble and unbelievably like all about honour and manners.
Indeed.
And they make you, they make you feel humbled. Like people are so nice to you and won't let you carry your bags anywhere. You feel like.
I just came back from a tour of Australia and New Zealand, and I've got to say that Auckland is one of the best places that I've ever played. I played for a guy called Dave there, and it felt like playing to my home crowd in Bristol. We got like a night that we run down called Run, and it's really cool. It's like got a really nice vibe, and the people in Auckland were just going off. I had this girl, I was DJing. I don't know if I can tell this story. I was DJing, and she pulled me by like the scruff of my neck over the decks, and she said, "I'm gonna have sex with you." And I was like, "Fucking yeah, let's go!" It was funny as fuck.
And Australia, Perth. Both played for a guy called Saren, who right now is running things over there. And I'm pretty sure that Tom played at a place called the Bellevue on New Year's, which is a 5,000 person capacity. We did that last New Year's at Pendulum, and I was in the summer tour with them. Wicked time in Perth, really up for it, no beef at the venue, great sound system, and they're doing it proper over there. So
really
if anyone can get to Australia, not that easy.
Just try it. Well, you know what? I'd say go to New Zealand before Australia, just because there's nothing that can kill you in New Zealand, whereas in Australia there's about 10 million spiders out there that are just waiting to eat you alive. Do you know?
Okay, so TC, you've just recently released an album. Can you tell us a little bit more about that? Did you have a particular concept in mind, or did you just want to release some of your best tracks sort of in one place?
It's kind of like an amalgamation of about 8 years' work. I tried to like get as much in there from the last 8 years that I could, and just, you know, as in influences, and you know, it's my debut album. So I just got a I just felt like I needed to put my all into it, and I feel like, you know, that as a project, I'm really happy with the way that it came out. It's like the artwork's all crisp, and it's just really, really nice. It's out on D-Star. It's out now. You can buy it in the shops if you haven't got it already.
Cool.
And you know, it's got people like MC Jakes on it, Hannah Collins. I've done a collaboration with Sub Focus on there. So yeah.
Excellent. So that leads me on nicely actually my next question. You work with MC Jakes quite a lot.
I do.
What is it about his style that you rate so highly?
He's just full of energy, man. He's just 100% energy all the time. And he's my best mate. So.
Oh,
That's nice to hear, man.
Yeah. Oh. that is nice.
Okay, we'll move to Chasing Status. You've got a very diverse sound. Some of your tracks are really hard, some are techie, some have got a more soulful kind of thing, some are kind of anthemic sort of party tunes. Have you got a favourite style, or do you just genuinely like absolutely everything?
I genuinely like absolutely everything. We both have similar tastes, and we've been into jungle since very early on, like early 90s.
Yeah.
Before I'd even sprouted any form of hair or anything, I was listening to Jungle Mania, and listening to Shy FX tunes, and be like, what's this gangster tune? And the time when we decided, you know what, we're going to write this, is we were deep into the Conflict, Renegade Hardware, Bad Company sound, and for a bit I just thought, this is it, techie. But then you get into making the music and you realise, okay, I've made a few techie tunes now, can we do something different?
Sure.
Because it's always nice to do something different to the last. Yeah. It's not, for producers, it's quite dull, like just rehashing the same old tune. I mean, you know, what works for you. For us, to keep it interesting in the studio, we'd like to do all stars.
Yeah.
But I reckon for me, right now at the minute, I'm into a lot of deep stuff, and I'm really into like dance floor kind of liquid, like big vocals, lots of energy, good feelings, and just like tunes like that, really.
Excellent. You worked with Roll Deep in the past. Are you a fan of the grime sound, and what would you like to work with?
Yeah, man, I like grime, I like dubstep, I like everything the UK's got to offer right now. I think we're living in the most diverse musical country there is. And
speaking of dubstep, I just got to put in a little
bit of Jake's.
Yeah, Jake's is big on the dubstep right now. He's making a lot of tunes. So.
Watch out for Freak Out coming on Hench. It's a big tune by Jake's.
Hench 001. I just got the TP of Hench 002. So I'll give it to you.
Fantastic.
Because I got a couple of that.
And I was saying, yeah, Roll Deep, they come down. We had Scratchy, Trim, and Rico, and they were all really safe, really cool, easy to work with. They all came in with their bars already written, and then they vibed some things out, and they were a pleasure to work with. We heard stories like everyone always hears, they're rowdy, but they was really great in the studio, and they took the like lead really well.
Yeah.
Initially we had a chorus, and they did it differently to how we thought, and we just said to them, "Yo, do you reckon you can do it like this?" And they said, "Yeah, no problem, safe." And that was a pleasure for us. Big on the grime thing, big on the dubstep thing. Make a lot of dubstep, and collaborating with a lot of UK artists right now. So it's all about pushing our UK sound forward.
Excellent, thanks a lot. So I'm going to ask you this, I ask everybody this, it's what's known as the hackneyed scene question. Drum and bass has got bigger than I think it's ever been at the moment, it's absolutely enormous. What are your personal opinions on how the scene is doing at the moment?
I mean, I think the scene's doing really, really well. There's an influx of so many producers around the world now. You're getting the great guys like Noisia from Holland. You've got obviously all the Hives and that from America. You've got new guys from Holland as well coming through. Icicle, a guy called Nympho. There's so many exciting people around, and I think that it's in a great place. Obviously, it's debatable, there's politics and palavers and
the way I judge it is by the parties that day. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's what it's all about for me. And the parties are just getting stronger and stronger.
Yeah. So you think the scene's getting stronger generally?
Without a doubt. We travel. I think between Tom and I, we probably covered everywhere in this world. The world double over, really. There's so much demand for drum and bass. Everyone we chat to is always flying off somewhere.
Yeah.
And we get a lot of love everywhere we go.
Definitely loving it.
It's bubbling right now.
Excellent. Thanks a lot. Okay, the last question. Could you just both tell us a little bit about what you've got in the pipeline, what's coming next?
In the near future, I'm going to try and get down and work with Sub Focus again for his album. I've been working on some tracks with a guy called Dean Ramirez, some house stuff. Jake's is doing an EP, so we're going to get that together. Cool. And then I think my album is another album I'm going to do for next year, so that's what I'm working on. And you're working on an album right now?
Yeah, we're working on our debut album for Ram right now.
Yeah.
Some days it's nearly finished, some days only 2 tracks are done. We don't know where we're at, but we're collaborating with Kano, with Plan B, Shy FX, and a few other little sneaky ones in there that I'm not going to mention just yet. And and yeah, we're just trying to represent UK music on our album, and it's going to have a whole heap of styles on there, from drum and bass to reggae to dubstep. Kind of rocky influenced stuff with a band called Inner City Dwellers, which is MC Rage, and a guy called Kavanch.
Yeah.
They're something to watch out for 2008. They're going to be big. Rock and Road. Serious.
Okay, TC and Chasing Status, thank you very much for talking to us.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Nice one.